I streamed yesterday because I had D&D, which went pretty well. Is that correct? Seems correct. The double check. Oop, is correct. Oh, there's a Crunchyroll thing going on right now on Twitch that incentivizes subscribing. I see. There. Uh, so, uh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Incorrect. Yeah. Yeah. Just, thinking of, still thinking of what I'm gonna do for the next session. Like, it's far away. It's on next Saturday, I believe. Really? Mm-hmm. There. What? What? I, that really does just have bumpers, right? For no apparent reason. Uh, that should be correct, hopefully. Head, body. Let's see. Isolate Q. And get slipped off of W. That's the outline fully done. Today I have some time, so we're going to go hopefully from Doduo, which is number 84. We're gonna get Doduo, Seal, Gugong, Grinder, Luck, and hopefully get Shelter and Cloyster done. I want Ghastly to be the start of the next stream. So, even if I start getting tired, I'm going to still continue until Cloyster is done. Because I'm very, very looking forward to my goal. The single most annoying Pokemon in Pokemon Green. The single most annoying sprite. Well, this doesn't have anything. That's interesting. Each like this, nothing like that. You can't no, this. And that right there, those two blocks there don't make sense to me. There should be a white somewhere there to denote the tail in it. It's just like, no, fuck you. For no real reason either. So that's very odd. Also, I thought that's best to not either. Yeah, that's not the brown. Maybe white. Yeah, because white's rather simple. And I want it gone. Because that makes what's left very, very simple. Shouldn't this stuff. Oh, I forgot. It is a whoopsie. Mm, mm, yeah, that's it. Everything else is a lighter brown. Like, if I'm looking at all the concrete is orange. Terracotta would be well better than orange. Like, just normal as terracotta, but like, I don't want to use other materials anymore. I like the look of concrete. It also makes it more simple to build. Like, if you were to go and make this a survival, I think that you'd have a way easier time getting a stupid amount of concrete than a bunch of terracotta. Although clay is now renewable, it's still kind of a bitch. I'm pretty sure you can automate it somewhat, but you can automate basically anything in the game. Because you can build like quarries and shit with the right setup and just eat the entire world. Have every single block that it mines go to a fucking storage system. At the push of a button, activate shit to automatically craft basically anything in the game. If that's it, below. Next is the evolution. Doduo. Do solo. Boop, boop, boop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. That should be correct. Mm, mm. One, two, and this goes to there as a four, I believe. And both of these lines here, which comes down to here, I'll see this. There. Both of these connect up to a big black splotch. So I'll take care of that in a second. It's time to connect to the splotch, because that's what's next. Yes. I should get into Warhammer. Not anything PvP related, because I know there's PvE Warhammer games. There's Vermintide 2, which I play a tiny bit of. I tried it out with one of my friends. She didn't like it, so we didn't play any of it. I think that it was shy. How is that incorrect? Okay, this entire thing right there is incorrect. Get so is it no good? And then it's that's just straight up incorrect right here. All of this seems to be incorrect. Okay, let's see if I can figure out what's wrong. Because this should be right here. And that there. That there. Hold on. I see. That's still incorrect. How about so? What? How did I fuck it? I was? The black spot must be incorrect somewhere, somehow. But it seems completely correct. Yeah, because this is correct right here. The distance between these two blocks. Oh my god, I'm already fucking it. I don't know how. Like that entire thing that I just deleted should have been correct. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. How the fuck? That's correct now. Oh, what the fuck did I do different? There's a lot of really popular things that I should get into. Alien was popular, like Alien Isolation. I tried that, and it fucking blew. I thought, but the alien would be able to, exist in the first, like, an hour of gameplay, yeah. Why would you think that the main antagonist of the game would exist in the first hour of gameplay? Oh, it is the selling point of the game. It's the whole selling point of the game. The whole reason why I wanted to play it. The alien can hear you, but only on Xbox 360. You play on PC, fuck you, you don't get that feature. Like, what? The whole fucking reason why I wanted to play the game doesn't exist on PC. And then it's like, oh yeah, the alien is supposed to be able to see you or smell you or any of those things. So you should technically, theoretically, be able to hide out in the open, making zero noise, and it should not be able to find you. Like, no. The alien has vision in the game, which makes zero sense. Just, I've just not in like AAA games for fucking ages now. Cause it's like, here's the selling point of the game. They'll lock that behind a console. And how like that? It's locked behind Connect on the 360. as far as I'm aware, what I've heard and seen, if you played on the 360 Alien Isolation with the Connect setup and all that, if you fucking breathed too hard, you would die. Which is the whole reason I wanted to play it. But it's like, what's the fucking point if the actual difficulty is stripped from the game? Like, the only real difficulty left in that game when I was playing it, for the 2 streams that I played it, was it was quite literally just like you can't hide in the ways that you want to because the thing can fucking see and smell you and all that shit. So it's like, oh yeah, you hid under something, making no noise. But the thing is like 5 feet away behind the fucking wall. It's gonna know where you were. It fucking smelled you go under there. You hid in the corner where it wasn't looking. You've made zero noise. Oh yeah, the thing knows exactly where you're at. That's just over here. But yeah, it's like I don't get it. I just do not get it. No, that's not correct because that needs to be empty. It's like the unlock whoopsie. Stand of the world. I have a feeling my opinion on a lot of really popular games is going to be completely counter to the majority of people. Which, who cares? It's my fucking opinion. It's like Borderlands. Those games fucking below. Borderlands. I think Borderlands 2 is the one that I liked. If I remember correctly, Borderlands 1 had a soft lock within like the first hour of gameplay. And like had no auto saves. It was so not difficult in the fucking slightest. So it's like, oh yeah, his is non-difficult game. Do you think that it would have, you know, actual soft locks in it? Because it's a really popular game. He thinks people would have found them all with how much it's been played. No, you don't take a picture of one guy and walk into the specific area. No, you're fucked. You are actually fucked. If you just don't take a picture of one specific guy and then walk into a specific area where you can't go back. So it's like, huh. Also, I've talked about this too, but I'll bring it up again because I want to. Despite why not. When I brought up that there is a glitch, a bug, a high priority bug on in Minecraft where it makes killing the dragon if you do not have a bow literally impossible. A chunk of the community around Minecraft is like, oh, you must be playing on Bedrock because Bedrock's completely fucked. It can't be Java. No. I've never encountered it, so it can't be Java. He gives them like the bug sucking number and everything on the bug tracker. They're like, that's gotta be Bedrock. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, I've got video proof of it not being on Bedrock. I've given you the bugs tracker number. There's like fucking 13 duplicates of it, and it's been in the game since the fucking aquatic update. And it's been a high priority for that whole time without anyone assigned to it. It literally makes the game unbeatable on hardcore if you don't go to the end with a bow. Like, it reminds me of the community around old school RuneScape. The community is toxic. The place where I brought it up was in a comment on a Phoenix SC video because he was talking about bugs in that video. So it was appropriate to bring up as it related to the topic of high priority bugs that finally got fixed. The duo. Yeah. The bug. Yeah, let me see if I can find it again. I don't really have the bug number saved. The bug, as far as I'm aware, is it's email. Yeah, here it is. So, the bug is MC 158205, I believe. Right. Status 158205. So, this bug says it's fixed. When was it fixed? 24W44A. When did 24W44A come out? Minecraft 24W44A release. When did this snapshot come out? Released October 30th, 2024. So it's fixed. Last year. This bug had been in the game since 1.14.4, at least. You wanna know what the issue was? Here's the description of the bug. When fighting the other dragon, melee attacks sometimes don't register at all. While the middle hitbox by the torso is indicated UBICATED, hits don't register from the center of the model towards the tail. Instead, they are only registering near the head and only on certain weird angles. From what I've seen, the other hitboxes where the head and tail are located seem to be unaffected. Another important thing to say is that the wings don't ever register hits. Basically, melee attacks done facing to the back or middle of the model don't register. Seems to depend on the dragon's or player's position. Errors, however, always register. And then there's the analysis of the code. There are two different things going on here. It is a desync between client and server, where entity IDs for the small hitboxes of the inner dragon is composed of D2 and off by one error, and then it gives a different already resolved bug. And then number 2 from the code analysis is the hit detection used by the game does not account for the fact that due to its size, the dragon is to be located in a chunk the player is not looking at. CMC 261638 also affects other entities with large hitboxes. Like, this bug has been in the game and was in the game for 5+ years. 5+ years. A high priority bug was in the game. Like the whole Shuko SHEGOH was the person designed to fix this bug. It should not have taken them 5 years, over 5 years, to resolve this bug, because not only was it a high priority bug, on top of being a high priority bug, it was also already found out exactly why it happened. They knew that part of the code was responsible, and they knew exactly how to fix that code for years. Yet it sat there, marked high priority, and never got anything done to it. I believe the video that I actually sang on GHSC's channel was, I think it was when he was talking about how they finally fixed slime blocks killing you if you landed on the very edge of them. So I think Captain Sparkles also made a video on that. But yeah. It's just like, I find it to be relatively toxic when you can bring up something, have proof of it, and then still people will not believe you. Like, bitch, the proof is there. The angle that I would have to hit the dragon, because I did it. It happened to me on my hardcore world. I wanted to get creative, and I fucking slaughtered the dragon that way with my sword, because I did not have a bow. I never invested in a bow because I don't like bows. Right? Which, I know, some people might think that's cheating, and I don't really care. I'm gonna have fun with my game. And I'm not gonna let a fucking 5-year-old bug that people know how to fix, but like I just never got around to it. Even though it was marked high priority, which high priority sees something like because I mean, because I didn't sit for 5 years before you implement the fucking fix that everyone already knows of. Like, god damn. Anyway, the angle in which I would have had to hit the Ender Dragon would require me to stand inside the dragon's back, aimed at the head. Any other way of hitting the dragon would not register. It did not matter. Like, that's unacceptable. Like, like, that should not be a thing. That is, like, actually just straight up unacceptable, though. Like, you have this bug tracker that the people know of, they actively use to tell you when something is wrong with your game because they care about your game. And when you mark something as high priority, people expect it to be done, hopefully before it happens to them. It should not fucking take 5 years. Fucking absurd. Like, actually. Just talking about old shit that still pisses me off because it's like, why? I've played a lot of games. Like, a lot of games, specifically MMOs. You look at my channel, you'll see fucking Path of Exile, you'll see fucking Neverwinter. Which, Neverwinter is fun for a little bit. And then it was like, why the fuck am I playing this? I think my main issue with Neverwinter was people some random person was just hitting me shit all the time. So it's like, wow, I have this pet that probably would have taken me like a year of grinding to get. Cool. Yippee. And I didn't know how to play the game, so it's like, okay. I liked, I liked Jump. One of my friends bought me Final Fantasy 14. I got to actually try it out. I knew that I would like the game. I know that I don't like that it is a subscription-based game that you have to pay for, because that's disgusting. Like, yeah, it's just disgusting, in my opinion, to have a game where you buy it and then you pay for it. And you know that you buy it and you can pay for it for some slight bonus to make sure that you don't waste like hundreds of thousands of hours. No, 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 no. You pay for it to be able to play it. It's a game that you bought. You can't even like fuck around in character creation or anything unless you pay. I don't like that. The game, the game is fun. It's the only Final Fantasy game I've ever played. the only one. Which I should play other ones, but games are super expensive. Like, I want to play all the Pokemon games. I have a Pokemon Diamond copy that does not work. I would love to play Pokemon Diamond right now, but I just don't. What I'm hoping for, if I can even get a Switch 2, is I'm hoping that the Switch 2 natively lets people stream from it. Because it's like, it fucking should. It's 2025. Why can't I just stream? Why do I need a capture card to stream anything from Nintendo? That's it. But yeah, it's like super fucking stupid for no reason. Here's another thing. Far Cry games. Love to play a bunch of them. I have Far Cry 5. I've never played it. The only one I've ever played was Far Cry 3. And I think I played a tiny bit of Blood Dragon. Which, Blood Dragon, no. Just no. Kid Winnipeg. I saw that another MMO that I've played, one that I really enjoy, had an update recently. I might go back to playing it. Issue. I don't know how that MMO is still running. It had an all-time peak of barely over 300 players. Slowly. Always this MMO. Go high. Cause it's like, how? How the fuck are you still running? It's onigiri. The MMO is called onigiri. It's amazing in my opinion. I like it a lot. It is very much not fully translated. Last time I played it, I got to a big city and nothing in that city was in English whatsoever, which is very funny to me, but yeah, I can see why some people wouldn't want to play it because of that. It's the combat in the game that I really like. Oh, that does not go there. I like the combat and in Fantasy 14 as well. Fantasy 14 is the only that I've played enough, and I've gotten a series of raids. I've played a lot of those, enough to figure out if I like them or not. It's like, yeah, like I like Warcraft, World of Warcraft. That game was fun. I've never bought it or paid for a subscription or anything. I played it off someone else's account. If it didn't need a subscription, I would play it. Issue. I know that it has the same kind of system that uh Old School RuneScape has. I stopped playing Old School RuneScape because it has that system. I to get a bond, you need to grind for basically the entire length of your bond to be able to afford a new bond. So it's like, wow, I want to stock up bonds to actually do something. Well, I've got to grind for about a year straight, 24 fucking 7, to be able to accumulate enough time to actually do anything meaningful. And that's when I became disillusioned with even though it was fun. I enjoyed it. I liked playing it. And I did not want to spend a penny on the game. But because I don't want to spend money on the game, you get cooked out of actually playing the game. Like, yeah, it's possible. Like, you really want to sit there and making noise for literal, like, years of your life just so that you can fight one boss and maybe win because you've done nothing actually useful with your time in the game other than grind money to keep playing the game. Do you see the issue? Like, I get it. They don't want to make it super fucking easy for people to grind out the money to keep playing the game. But they also kind of need the money to keep the game running. If you need the money to keep the game running, stop the fucking subscriptions. But some cosmetics that people can buy or something. Like Black Desert fucking doesn't have subscriptions. It's like a $10 game. They just have a stupid amount of cosmetics. And like the best character customization is the fucking world. I it's a dual and Doduo. Nexus Seal and Dugong. God, but it's like actually fucked. Someone else brought up the same issue that I have with Old School RuneScape and other games. I liked playing. I liked playing Minecraft when I got into Minecraft because I was like literally right after Old School RuneScape. Because Minecraft, it's Minecraft based, so I can change a bunch of shit about it. I can make it look however I want. There's mods for it. There's all this shit. And mods for Old School RuneScape too. I even do that same shit with Issue. Issue number 1. It's been Minecraft. I did basically. I was a hardcore Ultimate Iron Man in Old School RuneScape. Not died yet. Still haven't died. You fucked. But I got Wind crashed. And I'm like, okay. Hardcore Ultimate Iron Man craftsman. Sounds fine. Sounds fun. Issue. If you want to play craftsman, it's basically just playing Old School RuneScape, except for you're grinding for a bond the entire time you're playing. And if your idea is you want to 100% the game, evidently that's impossible because there's a bug in a single quest that just executes you for no reason. That's what I was told. So it's like, well, I can't even fucking play the game like I want to. because there's this bug. So once I get that far, I'm just fucked. How fun. Like, legitimately. What the fuck? If I want to play the game, multiple RuneScape, and I want it line balance 24/7, I'll play multiple RuneScape. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, it's like, a lot of MMOs are just fucked. Because it's either, it's either a game that costs a lot of money, even just to buy it, which, sure, I guess, you need your money to actually fucking run the fucking servers that the games are on, but damn, does it suck when there's a game that you want to play? Hey, it's, for example, the game's $60, and it's just for the game. And let's say it's Destiny, and they didn't make all their older DLCs free. In fact, they went the fucking Dark Souls route, or the fucking Nintendo route, whichever one you think is worse about this. So, you pay $60 for this game, it's probably 70 or 80 now. Because inflation, they want their money. Because yes, of course, everyone wants that money, and no one wants to spend their money. So you pay this $60 for this game. Oh no. You can't play the game. Because there's only about 5, maybe 6 hours worth of content, maybe a dungeon or two and a raid in the base game. So you have to buy the first expansion. Well, there goes another $30. And then, well, that's only another raid and another few dungeons. But you want to get to the new stuff. But to get to the new stuff, you need to go see the other stuff in between the expansion that you just bought and the newest expansion. So you have to buy all of them. Well, if there's like 10 expansions, and they're fucking doing the Nintendo thing where it never goes on sale, same thing fucking happens with the Dark Souls games, they never fucking go on sale. So that means, well, now you're spending $30 per expansion. 30 to 40, maybe even 60 for the newer ones. That means you're gonna be spending just to get into this game, into the point that you want to get to. You're gonna be spending like fucking $400 or $500. So it's like there's just a massive barrier to entry. There's so fucking MMOs. Because first off, you need to be skilled at the MMO to actually have people, play with you. Especially if it's an MMO that has raids. If it's an MMO with raids, oh, you're fucked. Because that's not fucking happening. No one's going to want to party with someone brand new to the game. Unless they're your friend who pulled you into the game. Like, yeah. My friends told me for some of the game while I was learning how to play Paladin in Final Fantasy 14. Which I was pretty good at. I like playing it, I think. It's pretty fun. Tank is also relatively fucking brain dead for no real reason. It's literally stand there, hit button, keep aggro, done. The only thing that, would maybe get a little hard is swapping aggro if there's multiple tanks you need to for a fight. But then that's literally just, oh, you just learn the fight and you're fucking done. But yeah, it is fun. No matter which anime you get into. Like, let's say that you're wanting to get into this little game that I play called Play Pixel Skyblock. Well, in Pixel Skyblock, if you want to play the game, you gotta dedicate a lot of time. You can speed that time up drastically by not playing anime. You can speed it up further by giving Hypixel money so that you can get gems to speed everything up. And then on top of the gems, you can also speed it up further by spending money to get booster cookies. So yeah, there's a lot of shit that you can do to speed it up. Is it necessary to buy booster cookies or any of that? No, not at all. You can get the money in game. You get a booster cookie literally by AFK. Literally by AFK. You can just AFK on your island and generate money passively through minions, talismans, and a bunch of other shit. You can also do it by semi-AFK, farming. What I mean by semi-AFK, you sit here and hold two buttons, sometimes three, and then you generate a couple mil an hour, depending on what you're finding and how good your setup is. If I find with my setup, I get 16 to an hour farming dollars, which if I can also make that setup way better than it currently is. Which, yeah, requires time. But guess what? That time sink actually makes it so that I don't have to sink in more time later. Amazing idea, right? If I sink 20,000 hours in getting the best mining stuff, I can get like 5 times more money than I get in an hour. The only issue is if you don't already have the best gear in the game, because let's say you're playing Iron people will just discriminate against you because, oh, you don't have the best gear in the game, you must be trash. Like, what are you going to do in floor 7 if you don't have the weapon that you have to beat floor 7 like 1,000 times to get? Like, that's the issue that I've stumbled upon. It's fun. And it's not overwhelmingly tedious like RuneScape was. And Minecraft was. Minecraft was very fun. Old school RuneScape was very fun. Like, these games are fun. They exist. If they're just tedious, then why are we fucking playing them? That's how I want to know. 'Cause we fucking shouldn't be. That's the outline done. If I want to play something overwhelmingly tedious, there's so many games. If I want to play a driving game that's overwhelmingly tedious, I could play the long drive. You have to drive fucking, like, literal days of real time to finish the game. But you need to stop constantly to micromanage yourself. So it's like, The game's fun. It's a bit tedious, but I've got to drive to actually beat the game because not only is it tedious, it can get hard because of RNG, which is fucked. If the RNG is not in your favor, and let's say you don't find any food, or water, or anything in the places where you stop, and if you stop everywhere, you might even run out of gas, which means that you have to walk, which means that you might not be able to make it to the next place to actually get gasoline and then trek all the way back to your car. It's tedious, but it knows what it is. It knows how to do what it wants to do. It needs to be updated. And that's the one thing that it has that I will not fucking stand for. It needs to be updated. If it does not have an update, it is dead in its tracks. There's already a game that has come out that people like that has basically become the long drive because it's like, oh, well, instead of playing the long drive, we could play this game. That's actually feels ish. What was the game called? Now, let me check my wish list because I've got hundreds of games on my wish list, and it's definitely on here. I believe it's on here anyway. Maybe not. Oh well, here I can find it by just going to the long drive. Beyond Horizon. $25 game. Early access. A couple of my friends already had it. I have the games that are similar to it. The Long Drive and My Summer Car. Yeah, there you go. Why are people not playing The Long Drive anymore? Because that game. Then it's like, why would we play The Long Drive when this new game came out that does basically the same thing, except for it's actually new, looks better, and gets updates. Like, you'd be stupid to not fucking play that over The Long Drive. Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, you've got this game, it's popular. Why don't you stop updating it? I understand it from like a major company perspective. Like, here's your indie title that actually hit it off and people like it. You have like a cult following. Why are you stopping and develop at all? You make no sense. Also, little side ramble that I want to do. Right now, or maybe not right now, maybe it's already over. I don't really know. I don't pay attention to Steam sales because I have no money. There was a Steam sale where they were like, okay, we're gonna just put a bunch of these creature collector games on sale. I have a bunch of the popular creature collector games on my wish list. Like, Cormon and Cassette Beasts are relatively popular, Cassette Beast has a cult following. Cornball also has a cult following. So it's like, these are relatively popular. They were not included as how. You wanna know what it was? Fucking idle games. Like, here's an idle game. It's basically a cookie cutter, but cats. And since it's cats, it has the tag creature collector. And since it has the tag creature collector, it was included in the creature collector sale. Why? Like, why? If that's a creature collector, then there are tens of millions of creature collectors. The majority of idle games are creature collectors at that point. Like, what the fuck? This stretch. I'm going relatively slow, and I'm rambling, but I want to ramble. So I'm gonna fucking ramble. Yeah, it's like, I believe slime nature is under the creature collector category, which, yeah, makes sense. Not every creature collector has to be a battler. Not everyone has to work in the same way as Pokemon. But damn, that's all blue done. Technically, it should be cyan, and what I'm doing is cyan should be light blue, but I wanted to use blue. My own creative choice. Just like it's my own creative choice to concrete and not fucking do anything else. Whoa, whoopsie. I forgot to do that. Whoopsie. I forgot the blue here too. There's so much to ramble about. Like, here's a ramble. That's really easy. It makes sense to me. How does it make sense to the majority of people? But yeah, maybe it makes sense to a lot of people. But the game that I want to make, the best way, if I want it to get made, the best single way to get it made is quite literally to sell the idea to a actual fucking company that makes games. Issues that arise from doing this. You get no creative control for your fucking game. Even though it's your idea, you're the one that had it, you're the one that fucking thought it up, you're the one that has the idea for all that shit in it. So it's like, that's the best way to get it done, and the worst way to do it. Like, I know exactly what I want from my game. I've got the ideas all sort of. got them written down, and I know exactly what I want to do, how I want to do the majority of it. Yeah, it's like I have a better chance of getting, like, I have an idea for a company, which very simple. Literally just the same thing that a company is already doing, but with a different product. Yeah, makes sense for them to expand into, but they just didn't for no real apparent reason. And starting a new company sounds like hell, because the chance that you are successful is fucking almost zero. Like, let's say I sold my idea for a game to, I don't fucking know, Nicholas, again, however it's supposed to be pronounced, the people that published and helped with The Binding of Isaac, the non-Flash version. I think with them, you probably have a lot more creative freedom, but you would probably have to also already be an established indie dev. Like, Edmund McMillan fucking is a big name in the scene. He may not be a AAA game developer, but like, he's also kind of one of the people that fucking helped found a lot of things that ended up being just standard in Roblox. And who am I? A random nobody with an idea that once it's fucking made, I don't have the skill to try and learn it, but it's taken a while. And videos that I've seen that talk about shit like this are always like, if you truly want something done, nothing's gonna stand in your way. You're gonna get it done. Bitch, there's a lot of shit that stands in the way. Sure, it may get done. But like, holy fuck. That misses so much. There's a massive struggle to be had. Like, I'm learning C# to be able to code my fucking game. That's the express reason I'm learning. I'm not learning it for any other reason. I need to learn how to work Unity as well, because that's the fucking thing that I'm building it off of, which probably shouldn't, since Unity's kind of a shit corporation. Well, yeah, we're gonna charge people for selling games made with our shit. Fuck you. There's a bunch of RPG maker shit, too, but they're like extraordinarily expensive. Like, let's say I get the game done. I get, not fully done, obviously, because this is something I need to bring up. Let's say that I get the code done for the game. I've got it, the code working, I've got tests, or, all that shit to make sure that it's working. So that's it. I've finished the C# portion. And I've finished learning how to do Unity shit. What's left? Well, now I need my own art for the game. Because I don't want to use fucking assets. At least just assets anyone can fucking use, obviously. Okay? Well, yeah, you need an artist. Luckily, my friend said she would help, which, thank fuck. It will never get by without any help. Hey, yeah, that's Seal. I mean, start on Dukong. Boy, man, boy. But yeah, you have to get the art now. You have the code working. You have the 80 shit working. You know what to do. Okay? So, you need the art. Okay? You've got the art. He's made sure that the shiny shit is working because it's a creature collector game and I have my own shiny system that I want that is extremely tedious and obnoxious and is probably going to be the hardest part of the entire game to fucking make. Okay. So that means I need to get that shit working. I believe I did the math for how many fights there would be. So, I wanted about 170 monsters, somewhere around there. 140 to 170. So, I'm probably gonna have to cut some shit out, obviously, because of my shiny system. That means for every one monster, there is. Let's assume that this monster can both fly and swim. Okay? And I want monsters to be able to follow you. Okay. So they have 3 different overworld things that you need to do. So we need animation for flying. We need an animation for swimming. And since you're writing it when it's swimming, you're writing it when it's when flying, you need to be included in it, right? So you also need battle spikes. See, a select spike for when you're fighting the monster, and a back spike for when you're battling with the monster on your team. So the front and back spike. The animation for the light. And then there's swimming. You're gonna need 4 to 8. So let's see. You have front and back, so that's 2. And then you have on top of that flight, which I'll count as 1, even though it's a full fucking animation. And then on top of that, you have it following you, which you need 4 to 8. We'll go with the low number of 4, and say that you can only move in cardinal directions. So that brings us up from 3 to 7. Okay, swimming. Add another 4. Say I add 11. You know, 11 spikes. Okay, well, there's shiny variants. So, I've already explained how my shiny system works in my head. So, you have 11. Says 11. Right there. That's 11. And there's that. And now you need 11 times 6. Okay. So you need 77. That's 77 spikes. Right there. For one coconut, one monster, one god, whatever. Whatever you want to call it. It doesn't fucking matter. That's 77. Then, you can either reuse fucking back spikes or whatever. Then, you need, like, the catalog, the Pokedex, whatever you want to call it. I have some ideas for that. And that means that you need, let's say, well, for that cell, it's now 77 plus another 12, which is now 89. You now need 89 spikes for one monster. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. So, then, let's go with the low number. Let's say that we have 140 monsters. So you take 140, multiply by 89. That's 12,490. 460, sorry. 12,460 spikes. Just for monsters. Then on top of that, you need all the UI. Then you need the character model, the NPCs, you need the tile sets. There's a lot. There's a lot. And then, even after, let's say that I get the art done. Completely done. Okay? Yeah, that's still there. It's left to do something harder. The fucking music, the sounds, all that. That's still there. It still needs to be done. No one wants to play a game that has none. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. No one wants to play a game with no sound. So it's like, I either have to learn, like, how to compose music, so the music, and then I also need to figure out how I'm gonna make, like, slides for the monsters, all that shit, as well, on top of all that. So it's like, even after the hundreds of thousands of art is done, like, there's still so much to do. Like, oh my god, there's so much, and it's overwhelming. There's just so much. There's so much. Then you also have to get, like, cover art for the game and all this other shit. And my plan is my plan is I want it to be the game that I want it to be. It's my brainchild. I fucking want it to do what I want it to do. Obviously. So what does that mean? That means that I don't want it to be like Pokemon. I very much do not want it to be like Pokemon. Yeah, it's gonna be a creature collector battler. But, like, Pokemon has this thing that I hate called shiny locks. You can't get certain things to be shiny, and that fucking blows. Oh, you want your starting to be shiny? Oh, sorry, but you're not allowed. No, 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 no. Not allowed. Yeah, no. That's stupid, and it sucks, and all the shiny hunters hate it. Yeah, it really sucks. Because it's like, I love this game. This is exactly what I want to play. But like the sheer amount of shit that I want, it's either never going to happen, or by the time that it happens, I'm gonna be extremely old and not fucking want to play it anymore. Because it took that long. Although, as I said, the single best method is selling it off to some development studio to make, which either which is probably gonna cost a bunch of money that I do not have. I 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mania. Done. Outline done. Dong. Yeah. If I want it done, my best opportunity is to pay a development studio to make it, which with what I want would probably cost a stupid amount of money, and then still on top of that take literal years. So it's like, is it worth it? If I had the money to spare, yes. Very much yes. If I had the money to spare. What I foresee, if I were to manage to get a studio to actually help with the development, even if let's say for no apparent reason they decide to do it because they just like the idea and want to, and they're not gonna fucking be like, okay, you owe us X amount of money. It's for some fucking reason. Like the perfect shit's not gonna happen for no apparent reason. And it's like, well then, here we are. Here's exactly what I want. Explain as much detail as I can fucking muster. Well, then it's just like, okay, here we go. And then it gets done. Say that it gets done. I don't think that it would. Under any fucking circumstance, it fucking would not get done. I refuse to believe that it would. It would probably stall in development due to the stupid bullshit that I want for one of the things, specifically a thing for shinies, and then it would die in development and never be touched again with a fucking 20-foot blue light in a studio. I want that game. This game is so fucking bad. But it's just not going to happen. Yeah. It's just so much that I want. And it's just like, it's not gonna happen. As I told that I need a roadmap for the game, for development and everything. And I made one, and it exists. The plan is to hopefully get a test build running by the end of this year. Hopefully. Will that happen? Probably not. I forgot to put that there. Oopsie. Anyway. But yeah. It's likely not going to happen. Like, I want it to happen. But yeah, it is severely shocked no matter which way I think about it. Either I do it by myself, and the best option is I do it not entirely by myself. I get, like, some GoFundMe or something set up to develop the game and hire people to help with it. That is the single best option. The issue, I'm nowhere near big enough to actually have a successful GoFundMe for a project of that scale. It's just not going to happen. Like, period, full stop. Yeah. The best option is literally a GoFundMe, which I feel like a lot of people would feel like I would scam them because it's a random game no one's heard of by a random person most people have not heard of. And then it would take literal years to see anything come. That's why a bunch of early access games do fucking updates and shit. But yeah, that is, in my opinion, the best course of action is one of those. Like, I've legitimately thought of asking just random game development YouTubers and content creators for help because, yeah, the chance that any of them say yes or respond at all is basically zero. But it isn't zero. There is a now 0% chance that at least one of those people says, sure, that sounds interesting, and then proceeds to help with the entire project. There is a now 0% chance. It's so fucking low, it's not even worth thinking about, but it does exist. And the only reason, well, it's not the only reason that I bring this up is not the only reason. But yeah, because I really want the fucking game to be made. I fucking really, really do. I want to play it. Right? And the best kind of game to make is the kind of game that you want to play. Right? This isn't my first foray in game development either. I tried to make one years ago at this point and failed. That's because of a lot of personal shit came up. Right? I don't have, I do have shit standing in the way, but is due going in a seal. Yeah. I don't see a way to get what I want done without the help of someone. It just doesn't seem like it's going to happen without someone's help. correct. But yeah, it's like really shocked. The scene is correct. But yeah, it's shocked. Like very, very shocked. We did different color. Bijou, besties, Violet, a game that it does not help wish like wanting to keep going with it. Do 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 do. You like my smile. You, such a brilliant sense, you step backwards. Under the beautiful sun, brilliance. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You need like yesterday. Be a transformation. To the truth, searching. Oh, it's the none of your snapbacks. You can be me. It's a looks so pretty and it leaves you. Thinking about it very much does not help at all. It just makes it harder and harder. There you go, clever. Little short fox. My world, you will be again. Yeah, no, it's as I said, the single best option for me is either I lose control over my own idea, which that's terrifying, or I slog through it, slowly figuring shit out, and it takes 10, 15, 20 years. Who knows? Those are really my realistic options. The option that makes it the fastest, if it's successful whatsoever, is losing control over it. The option where I don't lose control over it and it gets done faster is through a stupid amount of money getting thrown at the project by random people. Go find me. Basically. The issue currently standing is, yes, I want to make it, but I kind of need money for something way more important right now. So, setting up enough funding to get started on the project to actually hire people to fucking work on it would be extremely stupid. Because what am I going to do? I need money to get out of here. I need around $3,000. I need to get a job, which has been kind of in the past streams been fucking difficult to nigh impossible. Which sucks. I could, but yeah. I could legitimately just try to leverage connection after connection after connection, being the shittiest person of all time to get it done. That sounds like a very good way to get people to dislike me, and I don't like that. Because I could theoretically leverage connections with streamers, content creators, until I get a big enough following to start the GoFundMe to get the money necessary to develop the game, which is like the shittiest way of doing it, and something that I don't want to do. It ought to be extremely fucking hard. Another thing, which this would be also extremely hard, because it's like, you could try and get Pokemon content creators on your side and be like, hey, I got this project, you shiny hood, and this sounds like the perfect project for you specifically. The issue, people are very invested in specifically Pokemon. It becomes increasingly hard if they try to swap out of that. Especially if they're swapping to a brand new game no one has heard of. That is not even out yet. Just trying to help it get made because it sounds interesting. As although it sounds like a good idea on paper, how many of these content creators that do shiny hunting and Pokemon shit do you think would actually swap off with Pokemon? Pokemon's been popular for years. Not many have gone to Gem 10 or any of those competitors. People have gone to Pal World. This is a Pal World. This is something completely different. So it's like, you're not gonna catch many people by just telling them, hey, here's a thing that I want to do, can you help me? Period. Full stop. You're not gonna catch basically fucking anyone. And that's what my fucking head's been filled with every time that I think about the game. How do I even get it fucking done? Because there's so much work that still needs to be done. So it's like, what do I do? So it's like, what the fuck am I doing at this point? I I wish that I could just like fucking go into a coma and wake up and be like, wow, it's been 3, 4, 5 years and the game is completely done. And then I release it exactly how I wanted to release it. That'd be great. Just completely black out for a few years, and by the time I wake up, it's fucking done. There you go, there's a grammar. The melty lad himself. Because ideas, and it works for a few monsters. Definitely not like the 89 number. or a single monster. No, 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 no. More along the lines of we have one piece of art for like two or three monsters. And that's kind of on hold at the moment because what am I going to do? Implement that? There's no game that goes like I don't know how to use Unity yet. I need to learn it still. I've been working on fucking C sharp, not Unity. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, up. Done. But yeah, thinking about it doesn't, well, doing anything doesn't really help either. Because it's like, fuck it. Also, fuck it, I don't care. Who cares? Fuck it. Without data, whatever. Don't care. I do not care. Just gonna shut up about it now.